Welcome as we celebrate a whole session where our characters did not almost get arrested.
Round of applause, please.
Yeah. Yes. See, come on, give me something. Give me something. Come on, computer. No.
Nada.
Nada. Do it myself. Yay. All right. With that, however, as they made their way to the place they had felt a titan and found that a temporary binding enchantment had been put on there to help keep them steady. It was not one that could last forever, but certainly something. And that suspiciously, there seems to have been some tracks that could be followed by a clever hunter. And so they followed the tracks north and into the deep jungle. There, they found a type of guide that helped them understand the deep magic that they were entering into. And they had a choice where they could choose to go the path of truth, essentially a path of combat, one that would more test their character, and they chose truth. And in that, each was asked a question they had to reveal their largest truth to. First going was, in fact, Palin, who had a bit of a problem suffering the effects of not being much a lie, but saw what just a bit of deception or obfuscation could do in this ancient relic. And thus the others followed suit, exposing exactly where they stood. And by the end, the six that the sun had gone through had seen in each other where everyone stood, the truth, and what they could trust, knowing who they could trust. Whereas they could trust each other, even if, because they would know what drove them. They know what, if anything, would even cause betrayal. And with that completed, they found their way into the grand city of Nurdapak. They were greeted by a very, very nervous first-time tourist keeper who started to fill out the paperwork of things they wanted to do, people they wanted to see, get them some good lodging, and basically keep them out of the natives' hair too much, because people tend to get a little starry-eyed and act like fools in the city. He was there just to keep things going real well, and our characters will lead to the library ultimately. Handed over to one of the librarians there, researchers, who is going to guide them through and be sure that they find, and left with the instruction, please do not venture out, just for his own reputation. So it is in all of this that we jump in today. So outside the library right now, what would you all like to do? The guide would go, so what is it? What is it that I may give to you information? Guide being a tall Luxodon woman, elephantine.
So we tell you what we're looking for and you go get it?
I'll bring you through, of course. I know the library well, and I can help you find what you need.
Well, I'm sure my brother has a list.
Oh, yeah, I was curious to know if there's a record of the previous work on uh, restraining the Titan.
Hmm. I see. Might be able to find some histories for you. Certainly. So what you can do with this is you can go ahead and Palin, as she takes you to the books and she starts bringing you things to look at, you can do investigation +5.
Okay. That's great. That is going to be a 31. Wait.
31.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Some of what you've known, it confirms a few things about how the various deities band together in order to affect this imprisonment. And that's how they had made it so that they protected against being interfered with or ultimately released. There were several protections put on, including a spell that reflects magic back at anyone who would cast at it. That held the seed of this Titan. But from there's a record, the mixing of like materials, as it talked about treasures of unparalleled value were broken down and used in the curation of the various sigils, some in the form of things that were buried. You get the sense that potentially this was like over a large mile radius, but that there was a great amount of value of materials put in.
And were these treasures destroyed in the working of the magic, or is Palin thinking, "Oh, we can just go dig it up"?
Yeah, that they would, if the being were to be freed, these materials would be destroyed.
Oh no. Okay.
They existed as long as the being was there, and they were such that even they could have been taken out and such things, but yeah, they would have crumbled to dust um, should they be moved, or not moved, but should their purpose fail.
Well, that will be deeply upsetting to Balin. And he will. Is the implication then that we might have to substitute similarly valuable items to reseal them? Or,
Hmm.
yeah, okay. So I will share that with everyone upon our return.
Jinx
Despondent.
also wants to go in looking more on trying to figure out where exactly our good residential green dragon's mother's lair is.
Okay, I like that.
Can you still help with that, like as in look together?
Yeah. Yeah, either one of you can do the investigation +5 with advantage, or you both could roll and see what the rolls
I
come
think
up with.
Jing is smarter, so you should probably.
Okay. So that is going to be a 27.
27. Okay. You uncover some information called the path of the owned. There are records here of it leading into the mountains and being able to be followed to the lair of the deceiver, and her other name is mentioned here as well, Rashan, in this record. The writing here, and a lot of it's actually observatory. It's some of the people here over the years have observed those who served the dragon, or were collected by them, or as the name might suggest, owned by them, would use this as their passage to and from. In a very Nerdapoc fashion, they just sort of recorded this, and you can get the approximate location. Travel here. There's also a note here that the gift had selected 3 people to make their way to the lair through this path. Only 1 returned, and they were inflicted with a vicious poison that the divine powers were unable to cure, but they couldn't figure it out. And it ultimately, they describe the death as that their insides essentially heated up and melted out, and like their blood boiled through their eyes and such things. Pretty
That's totally
horrible
fine.
death.
Totally fine.
And that gets real medical, as if like a medical doctor almost began taking notes, and they, judging from breathing and general like screams and gurgles, that the poison somehow kept them alive past like the time of their organs boiling, so they could feel the maximum amount of pain.
You had an interesting mother, Aisel.
I certainly do.
But this does lead us one step closer. And brother, there's probably treasures in there to power the ritual. If Aisel's willing to loan out some of her family's treasure.
Well, if we need to seal the Titan no matter what, I don't think it's a choice.
Yes, it would be a remarkable gesture if some of the hoard could be repurposed. And who knows what we would find.
You know, that actually would be a remarkable gesture if you think about it. That the daughter of Raishan, who was part of the Chroma Conclave, helps take down the Iron Authority and seal away a Titan by giving up some of the hoard of her mother.
Well, for me, we've made an enemy of the Titan, and once it breaks free for any reason, we are on its hit list, so
Oh, I
it's
understand.
more of a
that,
self-preservation problem.
But if we could twist it and grow our name while this is happening, I'm sure it would only benefit my brother's cause.
The Palin's never looked prouder, just beaming.
Cool. Anything for Dujab or Tara?
Only after everybody else has got the important things out of the way. I do have a question, but I'd like to, it's, there's definitely important stuff. Tara, did you have anything important you wanted to look for here?
I think Tara looks at the library, looks at Dewdrop, and then just says, I'm going to go find a pub or something.
Okay. Dewdrop looks a little sheepish as he kind of, because it turns to the librarian and says, I'd like to know about an author. I can't seem to find anything out about her. I've been reading a lot of her books, and they're really good. And so I've got this bag, and he kind of spins around this like fanny pack from under his backpack, and it's sort of got it's a leather fanny pack that's got kind of heart designs on it. It's like, I have this magical bag, and when I reach in the bag, I pull out, and he reaches in the bag, and he pulls out these really good books. They're by this author called Scarlet Rose, and they're I don't want to use the word trashy necessarily, but they're really good stories, and they're a little bit more of a romantical bent. But I can't find any information about this author, and I keep pulling these magical books out of this bag, and look here, and he'll take like he just reaches in and he's just stacking books on the counter, and there's just a pile of them. He's like, I can do it forever. I can pull books out of this bag forever. And I'm just wondering if you've ever heard of this author, because I don't know how this works. Is she even on this plane? Like, where are these books coming from? Is she connected to this bag somehow? So I was just wondering if maybe, you know,
Well,
do
they're
anything.
busy. She, as terrible you're sort of saying that, she looks at you. She goes, I'm sorry. I guess I just thought you were tough enough, but obviously you're weak. So go ahead.
What did you just say?
Oh God.
Just I had a thing picked out for you, but it's only for tough people. And since you were, I just assumed that you just didn't think you were tough enough. That's why you were leaving. Am I wrong?
What do you got?
She hits her she hits this pedal, and the staircase opens up that goes low. So it goes down there is a well, you'll find out, won't you?
Is it a dragon? Because I beat a dragon.
It's not the dragon, but I'll tell you this. There is an art that many of us picked up to be very good with our fists. And down there is where we test everyone to see if they're ready to get to higher ranks. And she takes out this little piece of parchment that's been cut into a star, and then painted with something to make it like a little bit stiff. As she goes, and you'd get this official badge of toughness.
A badge of toughness?
Oh yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
I'm interested.
Just go down, complete the trial,
All right.
and
And
then
I
you
get
the
the badge,
That's right.
so everybody will know I'm the toughest.
Because you would be the toughest. No, the toughest tourist ever that has come here.
I don't know what a tourist is, but I'm pretty sure I'm tougher than the other ones.
There's only one way to find out.
Can I insight check that?
I'm gonna go downstairs.
Career insight check. What specifically are you trying to figure out?
Only got 11, but I was looking if Tara's the toughest that has ever came in a tourist.
You would say you get the technically true. The way that she's thinking. All right. Down here, so you go down, and what you do see, Tara, is they're like wound and made what looks like punching dummies, but they seem to be made of like solid marble and granite, like very hard, like they're gonna hit hard and take a lot of punishment going on. You sense there's magic as well that might make them tougher even than beyond their normal things, as well as you do see like there's crafted creatures of like what look like could be dragons or other monsters. There's even something that looks like a large temple with teeth, and that as you even get down, it's like they're constructed statues almost. As you come down, they begin to move and shift and look at you.
Okay, which of these So is the thing with teeth, does that look like the toughest thing here?
It's the biggest.
But not the toughest.
It's up to Terrible what she thinks the toughest
Oh,
is.
okay.
That's a very like whatever.
I guess the biggest is what she would be focused on. And so she'll walk over to that and kind of lean in to kind of get a view of it. And
you take 2 steps towards, and it just rushes to you and attacks.
okay.
And there's and so the scene here is not you deal this the punishment to it, and it goes back and forth. And so this is a very long time here. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and do some of the details here with this crew. But what you can give me the numbers of is ultimately I need an athletics check, a strength save,
Okay.
and then a con save.
Okay.
That will determine this ultimately.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go over to do
All right.
I'm actually going to get all that. Well, after I do job. So as that goes, she goes, that will keep her busy, and it should be good for her. Believe me, we're not the first time. Though. First time I've let anyone down there, though. She shouldn't die.
I'd be more worried about whatever's down there.
Oh.
If I'm being honest.
We've done a few things. So the gift is strong down there. But you were asking about Scarlet?
Scarlet Rose is her name. See, here, look. And he hands her a copy of Waves of Wicked Whispers. And on the cover, there's a siren, sort of descending from the heavens, and there's a sort of mousy woman holding a book, and it's very romance novel-esque, the whole thing. It's really good. I don't know if you've read that one, but it's the same author, and he's kind of showing her the books, but no one's ever heard of her. Everywhere I go, I ask about it, and nobody seems to have heard of this lady.
She begins reciting from the first words.
Whoa.
It goes, very popular, and she come as she leaves everyone else. You go through into like a 5th shelf, come up this big ladder, this other stone area, and she pulls back some vines that have grown in, and as she pushes a brick, and opening up are like a bunch of bean bags, essentially, with candles, various teapots, and all these like some Scarlet Rose books that are just like open.
Yeah.
That people have left, but more importantly, a full conspiracy board thing about who she might be.
Yes.
Come.
I'm just gonna like yell back down. I'll be a minute. Excellent.
Cool. So all you spend your time being able to get all of this, and I'm going to go ahead and say Terabel. What are your numbers?
Athletics 27. Strength save was a dirty 20. And con save was a 24.
24. Okay, perfect. Okay. So This goes on for a good 3-4 hours of this fight. It is exhilarating because it takes your hits and delivers it back. And in the end, with your checks, you do take this thing out as it crumbles down upon your fist. You do come out. We'll represent this as it is after a long rest, this effect would be done, but you come out like with the equivalent of exerting yourself of 3 levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
But only one long rest would take care of it.
All right.
From doing this, but it is easily one of the best fights.
So I would, I guess, tear off some of the teeth from the house and kind of just fasten them into a little bracelet and put it on as I walk up the stairs. I beat everything up. That means I get the badge.
All right. So as you all finish, this thing does open up, and you see this very beat Tara. She goes, "Indeed." That she smiles and takes a little paper badge and puts it directly on you.
Does it say anything?
In beautiful calligraphy, it says, "Tara Bell, the toughest tourist ever." He has custom just for you. There you go, champ.
Okay. I'm the toughest.
And through that training, I'm going to go ahead and put this in. You get a little trait.
Oh.
For that. Let's see, did I put the others in handout? I did. Tara. You get second wind swing.
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
Dang, heck yeah.
That's awesome.
From your training down below.
Yeah. So I just kind of come upstairs. I'm kind of out of breath. I just sit down in a nearby chair. Yeah. Dewdrop.
Yes. Yes. I come running down the stairs. What's up?
I'm the toughest.
Hell yeah, you are. I mean, I knew that before you went down, but now it's official. Okay,
Yeah,
give
it
me
says
a high five.
I'm the toughest tourist ever.
Yep. I knew all along, but it's nice to have the badge, right?
I know, right? Now people know. I can just point at the badge.
Well, where'd you get the teeth?
Oh, I created that. I kind of broke a house with teeth and turned the teeth into a necklace. I brought a bracelet.
You fought a house with teeth? Is that what was down there?
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff down there.
Damn. I'm glad
I guess they were all tourists.
Hearing this, she goes, "Oh yes, amazing! Oh, I'm gonna have good fun." A good friend of mine fought the creature that was based off of. It took all of them, and they almost were killed. 5 people, and you got it by yourself. You are superior.
Wait, I mean that's not the real thing?
Well, the real thing was killed. This was inspired by it.
Dewdrop, can you bring it back from the dead so I can fight the real one?
We'd have to find it. Where's the real one, lady?
Somewhere in the jungle.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, it can't be that big, right?
House with teeth. That's what we're looking for. I'll jot it down.
Yes. Yes.
Adding it to my quest log.
Yes.
Totally.
Don't worry. If you run them there, it's likely to hunt and find you.
Fair enough.
Nice. But Dewdrop, I'm not gonna lie. So at the moment, I don't think I can walk so good.
Here. Let me help you out.
Yeah, I don't know what half of 25 is, but that's what I'm walking at.
Yep. Alrighty. I will give you a little love here. Hold on. I'll kind of look you over, take out the bruises, the blood coming out of your ear a little bit, and I'll just kind of pick you up a little bit by your shoulders, and I'll cast Greater Restoration into you. I'll take away one of those exhaustions. You should feel a little better. How's that?
Oh, I feel like I could punch again.
Excellent.
That's the most important thing. Did you find what you were looking for?
He kind of blushes a bit. He's like, yeah, I got him. Yep.
Oh,
We're good.
A Dewdrop.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to tell you this, but I mean, other than you and Joe Gumbo, I mean, the other people in our party, they keep a lot of secrets.
Yeah.
Like, I thought we were all being honest with each other, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, I did notice you didn't, partake in the whole ritual thing. I wasn't going to say anything. I didn't want to put pressure on you. It seemed like, that was.
I mean, I guess it felt like I was further away from everybody.
Yeah. Here's the thing. What we're doing is a good thing. Right? We're trying to free some slaves.
Yeah.
And, you don't always get to pick who's going to help you do a good thing. Sometimes
I know.
You got to, work with the people that'll get you there. And I think we can do good things, even though.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's just I thought we were all friends.
And you see Dewdrop kind of thinking for a second, and he's suddenly like, "Well, wait a minute. I think
aren't friends honest with each other?"
I know I'm honest with my friends. Yeah. I think sometimes people can get hurt in a way that makes it hard for them to be honest. And I think maybe, kind of is everybody in the room while we're having this conversation? Where
yeah, because you guys all kind of finished up your research, so
this
is like the meeting after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this little conversation might have been able to be inside.
He kind of looks around. He's like, and I think maybe that's a little what we're dealing with here. And he kind of side eyes the group a little.
I get it. So they were hurt.
Yeah.
You think I hurt them?
No. I think, if you listen to, and I mean, you saw.
Is it because
talk about it?
It's because I don't want to date Palin.
I think that does sting him a little. Yeah, I think that does sting him a little. I don't think he'd ever admit it, but I think it hurt his pride a little. But
that's probably why Jinx was lying too, because she thinks that's a reflection on her.
Maybe. I think she wants to protect her brother.
Oh wow. This is real complicated.
You know what? People are.
Well, maybe they'll be more honest with me now.
Yeah. And I think it's important, you know, Tara, that I will always be honest with you.
Oh, I know. I feel closer to you now.
Thank you. I feel the same with you. Now we just
Hi, everybody.
Cool. Yeah.
Like when the camera pans and everyone's just sitting there.
Yeah,
in
they're
the room.
behind me, aren't they?
Yes.
Incidentally, Dewdrop, you've chased down 4 major rumors of the identity of Scarlet
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
One, well, not so much identities, but rather, like, not, you don't have names. You have, there's a gnome in Marquette
Okay.
who runs a furniture business,
Excellent.
a perfume maker in Rothold, a human bard in Nicodranus.
Hold on one second. You're faster than I can type.
Sorry.
1 second. Okay. What was the second one?
Perfume maker in Rothold.
Perfume. Got it.
Let me know if you share any of this information, by the way.
I will. I will, for sure. I will in a second. Okay. All right.
A human bard in Nicodranus.
Yep.
And then something, the Emperor of the Iron Authority.
Oh, excellent. Okay, perfect. Got it. Okay, I'm not going to say anything about that yet. He's a little bashful at the moment. And he's going to kind of walk back over to the counter. He's going to open the fanny pack and just kind of brush all of the books back into his fanny pack, seal it up, and like nod at the lady, and sort of sidestep back over.
She winks at you.
Did trying to change the subject? Did everybody get what they needed?
I did.
Oh, you mean the means to actually further our efforts to liberate the goblins and reseal the Titan permanently? Yes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
or
I was so,
whatever, you know.
I was just
People
so
have different
distracted
things
by
to do.
your conversation.
How'd that whole Titan thing go? Did you get we good or?
Well, we're going to need some obscene expenditures in the future to reinforce the wards, but it is possible, in fact, highly likely, that we could find the required material in the Deceiver's lair.
If we only knew where that was.
Which me and Hazel were able to actually find the information about.
Hey. Is
It's a dangerous path, though. There's only been one to come back from it, and they died from poison.
I'm in.
Well, that sounds exactly right.
So, question for the group before we go much further. When are we intending to go back and burn down that place?
Oh, see, I'm not really familiar with humanoids' perception of time.
What does time even mean?
I cast guidance on Aesol.
Oh my god.
I think eventually we'll get there, Tara.
eventually.
Yeah, we're just on this roundabout mission right now. And we're slowly coming around. It just happens to be we started there, so it'll be our end thing.
Our ending.
Yeah, when we get back there.
How long though? Because I'm trying to be patient and everything, but it just feels like the time keeps adding more time.
Well, is there a way we could make that deal better in a way? Like, the more time it takes, Palin has to do something for you?
Yes. I'm just curious. I'm just asking. Since we're all starting to be honest now, and I wanted just to know what's what, because we all kind of agreed that it was important to me, and I assume we're going back at some point.
We are. We just don't know when.
Okay.
And I don't think we want to give you a misguided number, and we don't want to make you more upset.
All right.
But my brother can use his magic to call your sister, right? Anytime you want.
Really?
Yeah, he has the spell sending. So you just have to ask him.
Does that mean I talk to her through him?
Yeah, you just tell him what you want him to say, and he'll send the message to her.
So I would look at Palin, and I'd be saying, like, Adora, how are you? And then he's Adora?
Technically, yes. You would receive the message back from her. Kixus gives you a side eye, Palin.
Yep, yes, that's exactly how it works. All magic is just, yep.
So we could, like, hang out again?
Yep, anytime you want.
Wow.
I think in light of our new honest approach to communication, I don't think that's how sending works. Just throwing that out there.
Well, Palin, try.
Yes.
So how do you call her?
Well, I just need the correct reagents in this case. A segment of fine spooled copper, and then I reach into the place within me from which my magic resides, and I send myself outward. And the limitation of this particular spell is that the message must be very short. Not exactly as Jinx described, perhaps.
Okay. Okay, so do I just give you the message and you send it?
It is limited to 25 words. Sometimes people benefit from carefully considering their message in advance, writing it out.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll get back to you.
And it will afford her the opportunity to respond, but she will be responding to me, and then I will, of course, relay a message back to you.
Could you do it in her voice so that it's more authentic?
For you, Tara, I would do my very best.
All right. Well, I'll get something together and get back with you.
Hey, apropos of nothing, has anyone ever bought furniture in Marquette?
Marquette?
Yeah, if you ever needed furniture in Marquette and you're like, maybe I could buy some furniture here in Marquette, maybe from a gnome. Has anybody ever done that?
No.
Okay,
Okay, that's cool.
Climate in Marquette doesn't really agree with my complexion, so
That's fair. Okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd ask.
Wait, what? Why are you going to Marquette?
No, I'm not going to Marquette. I was just wondering if I was in Marquette, I wanted to buy furniture. I could, I just if you had recommendations, it just would, it's cool.
Two Drop, are you aware that Marquette is a continent?
Yeah, I mean, it's big. I've been there. Yeah. I just was, if you were like, hey, do you know a guy who could do a thing? I'd be like, I might know a guy who could do a thing, and that was the thing and the guy I was asking about. That's okay. You don't have to. It's no big deal. It's cool.
I see. Well, if no one else has any pressing matters for us to attend to, perhaps we could return to considering our primary reason for being here. We're, I believe, looking for some kind of assistance with our little jailbreak. And the more that I review the text here, I am concerned that there is a kind of neutrality at work here. I mean, these folk seem content to merely observe events as they unfold.
Yeah.
And it may require significant incentive for them to assist us.
Agreed.
Do we still have the oh gosh, I almost said hippogriffs. What were they? The Pegasus?
Yeah, they're back at their place though. We never got them.
Yeah, we haven't broken them out yet.
Okay.
Yeah. She didn't like leave that place necessarily. It was like just came to do the thing, and the plan was to go back.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
I could also, while we're here, use to pick up some supplies. I assume they probably have some of the stuff that maybe Palin you might need some of as well, reagents and whatnot.
Yes, and when we are granted an audience with their leadership, it just occurs to me that we may need to take a strong stance, and he kind of looks at Tara, or attempt to be more diplomatic, and I look towards Aesol. But I don't imagine that they will rush to assist the goblins.
I think they're quite delusional if they think the authority is going to leave them alone in the long run, but it seems like that's what they think.
Yeah, maybe that we can convince them that that danger is more present than they think.
I'll make sure the telepathic bond is up before I say the next part. Well, and perhaps we threaten to expose them if they don't cooperate.
Maybe we keep that one in our back pocket.
Brother, you and me.
Minds think
cross
alike,
over,
Palin.
right?
Sorry, Josh, I didn't hear you.
No, I said the same thing as Aesol.
Okay.
Tara, I think we're outnumbered.
I was thinking we could, just, make it seem like the Iron Authority has already found them out, and we happen to come save the day.
So
Do you think deception will work well with their observer?
Probably not first.
I'm good at intimidating.
Yes, you are. Very.
You are their strongest and toughest tourist they have.
That's right. It says it right here.
But is
Oh,
my
yeah.
point well taken? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, no, I just wanted to mention one thing we found out was there's possibly like a demonic house out in the jungle that we need to resurrect at some point so we can fight it.
With teeth.
Yeah. But please continue.
I'm sorry, though, but there's a demonic house nearby that we need to
No.
resurrect?
No, just somewhere in the jungle. We don't know where.
Is it a cursed temple of some sort, or
No, I think, well, I fought a smaller version of it, and apparently there's a bigger version that killed a bunch of people, but they, I think, killed it, and, just to prove that I'm the toughest, I was thinking maybe I could, resurrect it and kill it at some point. Not pressing right now. It doesn't have to be anytime soon.
see?
But if we run across it, it's on the list. All we know now is it's in the jungle.
This sounds familiar, resurrecting or releasing something so that we can fight it.
Yeah?
Yeah, oddly familiar.
Does someone else do it?
I wonder.
Me too. But Palin, you said we have to go to. Are we going back now after we get our supplies?
Well, we requested an audience with their leadership, and when they make themselves available, I think we plead our case, or the goblins' case, as it were, and then, pending their response, we have to go back, no matter what. But it would be best if we had a realistic solution for these goblins. Where will they go? How will they support themselves?
Don't we have 2 weeks before we meet our Mr. Duckfellow?
Was it 10 days?
Or 10 days? Yeah.
A week or 10 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's only been, not even a day yet
Mm-hmm.
since we've gotten here. We do now have the path to our friend's cave temple. I mean, her mother's hideout. Being able to find that and whatever lies in there would be a good way to start using those funds to show that we have something and we're bringing it to the table to our friend, our necromancer, and those people. The Duck Fellowship.
Where was this, or where do we think that layer is? Is it nearby?
It's into the mountains. We found a trail that we'd have to get there. But, I mean, if you could at least get us close enough, we could walk.
Yeah, I can get it.
Mist.
I can get us close, and I can move us pretty quickly if need be.
Yeah. Are we worried about our own ship at this point? It's been a while since we were there.
Palin just kind of stares blankly in horror as he imagines what the crew might be doing to his library.
This kid's running amok.
I mean, I think we did promise to give it to Joe Gumbo.
Wait, is that a thing that we did?
Yeah.
Wait, we did that?
Yeah. because he was asking like something about you get a boat or a ship, and
Yeah, I
you
don't think-
said,
We
yeah.
have an airship. I don't think we said we'd give him an airship.
Oh, I thought we were going to give it to him.
Who? Could you imagine that little one with a whole airship that does what that thing does? There would be no continents left. Or else he would just... I don't even know what he would do. He'd probably sell it.
All right, so we're waiting basically for them to, or rather, okay. So I get we're going to meet the leadership. That's our next step.
Or is the layer
Yeah.
our next step?
Raph will arrive when y'all are ready, basically.
Yeah, I think our next step here is to learn about the Titan magic that they used and try to maybe get an audience to see at least feel them out here and see if we can get them to maybe alliance. If not, maybe before we head back, we at least look into checking out the lair because it would at least give us something to bring back with us to the table. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they sent 3 of their gifted to that lair. You know, they were motivated at one point to send people there. Just got to make sure that we don't, die horribly of this liquefying poison.
Well, I'm actually pretty resistant to most poisons. So.
Yeah, and Asol, you're not similarly protected?
Oh, I'm not perceptible to most poisons, but I'm not sure if this one will affect me.
Hmm.
I will say in that same research, you would have gotten that they had certain magics to protect them from poison, things that give resistance, even immunity, and they seem to have failed.
What about like a racial benefit?
It's not in that document
Okay.
because they didn't have one, but if it goes past those, it's likely to.
I can say for sure poisons work great on me. So
Well, guys, I can barely walk, so someone's going to have to probably carry me around in a chair, if that's cool.
Hop on, Dara.
All right. Let's climb on
Pick you up.
like Yoda.
So in that case, Raph comes in and goes, "Oh, good news, everyone. Thank you." As it was to library, she goes, "Of course." And then she'll go, there is another one who loves scarlet. Oh, what a wonderful color to know. Excellent.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Some code might have just gone through.
Yep. Okay.
They're a little bit under it as you. They go, and you see they are actually quite winded. Well, they seem to be, except you kind of go and it looks like they're putting on how out of breath they are. You could definitely get the sense of a little bit of liquor and maybe some
Yes.
barbecue on their breath. I've been working tirelessly in order to get all your paperwork through. And good news, as I have both your audiences tomorrow. You would have to buy drinks for the 7, if that's okay. That's the only way they would meet with you. But they have been approved. All the things gone. They've selected. They've done the official paperwork to accept the thing. It gets a little weird. At any rate, and then the Tetrox will see you as well. But that's a shorter time. Just kind of one of their other appointments got sick, so I got to sit. But it's only maybe 15 minutes spends. but I got us in.
That's great news.
So, are you ready? Excellent. So, it's late. Are you ready to go to your um, abode for the evening? Like I said, I got it's all set up with my friend's mom. Perfectly good.
Might we have time to make some purchases before turning in for the evening?
Market shopping. Okay. So, this is fine. I would be more than willing to put in time I'm not paid to do for you. I'm really happy to do that. So,
Shanks pulls out 20 gold.
oh my goodness. If I didn't think it would be such an insult to you, I'd have refused. I don't want to insult.
I really need a butcher. And you probably know where the best butcher is.
Of course I do. I know everything. Excellent. Well, in that case, you of course will be free. I do have to say, if you wish to haggle, it's fine. Bartering for prices are things people definitely do. Just ask for politeness. We don't like intimidation, threatening to punch or slit throats or these types of things. We understand that outside there's all types of methods one must use to survive in this world. But here, we view that as rude, and that's so. No activity had people broken the rules more than just on a simple shopping trip. So, are we ready to be good Nidapakians?
Definitely.
Oh, yes, we have no reason to violate your norms here.
Good. Let's see here. Oh, then it just so happened that I got these beautiful blue ascots made. Put one on each of you. That way I can easily pick you out so none of us get lost.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're the older ones wearing these, aren't we? Jake's just like wraps it around. Yeah, sure.
Made them just for you. You're the only tourist group that would ever get them.
Look, Tara, you get a gold star today and a blue ascot.
I don't know what an ascot is, but I take it and I tie it around my head like a bandana.
Yes.
You know what? Good. Love that. Avant-garde. Excellent. So with that, we'll begin to lead you to the market, but we'll go ahead and take our break.
Nice.
Alrighty. That's... Back. So, going through some of the large buildings that tower above, made of almost looks like a single piece of blocks stacked up high. Each block maybe 20, 30 feet high, and then carved quite amazingly. You through excuse me through time come to a marketplace that is see here that for the most part it's a large open space, almost like a large, really a square in which nothing has been made or things have been flattened. In the back is, in the back of it, there's a large building on which are carved things what look like herd or beasts of burden, some type of like coinage, as well as weapons and books and scrolls, kind of make up pillars that uphold the building. And all within the square are wooden tables that seem to have been fixed with wood hinges that can easily come down, come up, and behind the tables is some type of cellar, typically, and a large cart that they've kind of come and moved their goods with, and it is quite boisterous. People are calling out prices, and I was like, I got one left, two left, I've got one hogs. Nope, no hogs left. There we go. So people are grabbing stuff, and Ms. Raff is talking. Oh yes, it is very good. We they always say, make sure you don't bring enough for every customer. It's one of our big things here, rarity, so people will go and without thinking. It's one of the big things that we try to do here. And so
you try not to have enough for people to buy. Is that
exactly?
I see.
Keeps prices up, keeps things exciting. That's a big thing. So every day, if you want to go to market, you want to get moving. And it's one of the things I was going to tell you too. With the haggling, sometimes in the mid, someone will buy it right from under you because they could just say, "Yeah, I'll take it for that price," and that's theirs. Whoever agrees to the prices first.
Interesting. So it's sort of an excitement-driven economy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to remember, we can't leave. We don't leave. We got to do something for make
is that like
become real fun.
Is that like a hard and fast rule? Like people can't leave, or just they don't?
The rule it won't just be. It's not done. You only. I mean, who would want to like? You only really.
You never thought you'd want to go out there
to where people like kill you all the time. Sounds horrifying.
I've only been killed a couple times. I mean, it's not
a couple.
Like every day. Yeah. I mean,
see, that's what I'm saying. Literally, people who come here go, oh, like you should see, you guys came in pretty good condition, but I've seen people come in here. They've got wounds. They've been bit by snakes. I think there's vicious insects. It's just I've heard horrible things. Nothing but horrible things. Even though someone goes, oh, but you should check out this city. It looks pretty, or these people are pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And then that city got leveled by a dragon.
Yep.
Has the city ever gotten leveled by a dragon? Nope. Never.
How have you guys managed to avoid all that kind of stuff?
He looks towards a large statue, the gift.
That's just remarkable because, like, there's, the fighting siblings, they also watch over folks out there, and their cities still get leveled.
Well, as I said, there's not a sibling who watches over us. It's the observer.
Remarkable.
Zerbo watches us as long as we will only watch the rest.
So you can't participate. That's part of the deal, or
Oh yeah, unless the gift calls you.
How does the gift call you?
People don't talk about it much. You could probably ask the seven when you talk to them. They're pretty good with it. I don't know. I think some people say the stories differ. I've never really been that interested in it, but yeah, I don't know.
In this observer, have you ever met the observer?
Holy, like the flesh? No. There was a tale that people saw them once.
Only once.
Mm-hmm. They said, "I am the observer, and I will watch over you." And since then, no problems.
and when was that?
Well, it's hard. What we can say is a lot of people talk about that big mountain range to the south of us, where there's like the metal empire or something like that.
Yeah, the Iron Authority.
Iron Authority, that's the one. That mountain range wasn't there.
Where did it go?
I don't know.
It wasn't there yet, is what you're saying.
Right. There's more land. Like someone talk like maybe Marquette. That the people there said, well, I know, and when the observer first came, there was a way to walk there.
Yeah.
Have you been to Marquette?
Oh no. Not left the city, thankfully.
Do you know anything about gnomes selling furniture?
Do you read the Scarlet?
Yeah. This.
Sort of looks at you. Anyway, anything you'd want, you can see. You can find it as long as no one gets out from under your nose.
Okay.
Keep those blue ascots on.
I got mine on.
I don't want to retcon too much here, but I would have detected magic on that before I put it on. Did I detect anything?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's what
Some divination magic on there.
okay. I gotta glare at it to Palin.
Well, Dewdrop, it's sensible. I mean, they have outsiders just tramping about, getting into all sorts of difficulty. They need a way to track and perhaps scry upon anyone they let into the city. It's frankly the least restrictive security measure that I would implement in my own empire.
I'm actually. Are we talking telepathically? Do we have telepathic on up? Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, now that we're here in the market, I'm thinking that we're definitely going to get tourist prices if we're wearing these things. So somebody better, make a move with this because we're going to get screwed.
No, I'm the toughest Tory.
I mean, that's true, but they might try to charge us more. People don't, they're like when tourists come to town, they kind of turn up the fees a little.
But I could beat him up because I'm the toughest.
We could. I think we promised that we wouldn't in this case. He was very explicit about that.
Oh.
So in this case, out of sort of deference to our promise not to beat up the market, we need to think our way around this. Or talk our way around this. We kind of turn to Aesel.
Tucking the thing into her pocket so it's not openly visible.
Yes. All right. Balin, what do you need here?
Oh, just a trifle. I need about 1,500 gold pieces worth of powdered ruby.
I need powdered diamonds as well, and a few whole ones.
Let's go get him.
And are you in need of any alchemical supplies, potions, anything of that nature?
I am.
No, I'm not.
Well, we've been quite fortunate in our recent adventuring. I have nearly 30,000 gold pieces. if it furthers our goals.
Yeah.
Where did you get 30,000 gold pieces?
I was just accumulating a bit here, a bit there.
I haven't gotten
Aaron,
30,000.
Everyone
How are
else
you even
paid,
carrying that?
but you and me.
Everybody but you and me?
Yeah, look, Galadriel got paid. She was an assassin. He's paid Joel Gumbo a couple times.
I haven't gotten paid.
Neither have I. Is this our payday today, Palin? Is that what you're saying?
In a way, yes. I mean, I'm bankrolling this operation. I'm happy to support whatever equipment needs you may have.
Perfect.
I'd like a pet.
I would like 10 filters of blood, please, and 3 pints of blood.
Okay, everyone be mindful of what you need, and then we can telepathically transmit our order to Aesol, who will be the one to order it for us.
Sure.
Do we see anyone around who looks like they're dealing in gems
Sure.
Or blood products.
or
So,
blood?
God.
There's a few booths you could go to. At the market, there is a total of 1,700 gold worth of ruby dust. That basically will go pretty much market price here.
Ooh, wonderful.
So you want there, and then we said we needed diamond dust.
Yeah, I could use a couple grand's worth of that if it's available, and then maybe 1,200 worth of diamonds if they're available.
Okay.
Do you want me to pay for that?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. What's the
Alright.
total?
So ground dust, they have 200 gold worth.
Oof, okay,
Of ground diamond dust.
take that.
All right, and then do it this way. All right, so there is one 5,000 gold diamond present. There is one 500 gold diamond present, and one. No, I'm sorry. Did that wrong. 1 5,000, 6 500 gold diamonds, and 2 300 gold diamonds.
And for Revivify, I think I need 300 gold diamonds to do that. Is there a way to mix and match in that, or does it have to be one diamond of 300 gold value?
I think it might say 300 gold worth of diamonds in the spell. It's whatever the spell says.
Let me double check. Yeah, let me double check.
But there are 2 300 gold diamonds here.
Okay.
I believe some of the resurrection spells indicate worth of diamonds, and there's some that need a singular diamond.
Yeah, it says diamonds worth.
Diamonds worth. Okay.
Yeah.
And so can, and not by me, but can more expensive diamonds be broken up to be used in this capacity, or?
By an expert.
Yeah, okay. And I'm assuming we don't have that kind of expert in the party.
I'm pretty good.
At
We
breaking
did, but
shit?
we let him die. Unfortunately.
Any chance Joe Gumbo could do something like that? Is that in his wheelhouse? Do we know?
Any proficiency in jeweler's kit.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll definitely take the 2 300s then. and I do have a couple of those already. All right. And how much did you say for the dust? You said there was 200 worth?
Yes.
So at this point, gang, it would be better for you to die than to get cursed in any way. So just keep that in mind.
What?
I just in terms of my spells that I can help with.
As we're in the market, Matt, does it look like Nirdal Pak is economically positioned to absorb an enormous population of refugees?
I would say, looking at it, it is sort of a full city. It, without notice now. I don't think there's not this idea of plenty, nor are they living necessarily off of it too much. I mean, people are getting different products, but like, there's a market as a function of our economy. I guess it's not necessarily like there's a whole bunch of kids. Like people seem that there's some, but it's not a growing place to where they are prepared to absorb more people.
I see. Okay.
So now Aesel was going around. Is Aesel trying to look for bargains, or what's Aesel doing?
Just trying to help the party members look for things of reasonable price, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah.
Give me a perception check. Or investigation, your choice.
Okay.
Or actually, if you're trying to talk to people and find stuff, I'd allow persuasion for this as well. It's
Okay, that's
marketing,
much
so all
better.
these things are working, actually.
It's 27.
Few interesting products. There is a medicinal root being sold called basilisk blood. That people around say that if broken up and the oil release can be rubbed onto a petrified person that would cure their petrification over a period of 24 hours. Those are sold for 30 gold each.
Sure, I will get some. Never know when we'll get petrified.
Totally.
All
Seems
right.
handy. Let's get some of those.
So they have a total of 5 available today.
Okay.
They do have a dried herb, essentially, that it seems to be made to bite very quickly and swallow. It's like wrapped up in like almost a pill format. That does serve as a greater healing potion. And the big thing about them is because they're so small, and there's like this little they come with a container, and there's like this elephant head on it, elephantine head, like of a loxodon. You kind of pull on the top of it and it shoots the pill out.
Would that be an object in your action instead of a bonus action to do?
What it actually can be is it can be a reaction to taking damage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. How many of those do they have?
Okay, so they have 3 dispensers, and they have 10 pills. The dispensers are 20 gold apiece. The pills are 75 gold apiece.
Yeah, I think we should get all of those.
Yeah, I think so too. Happy to chip in on those.
Yes, they call them res dispensers.
Thank you to our sponsors of this episode.
Beyond that, let me get here. Just one other thing I had to find. Yeah, okay. Hey, when my files aren't where I put up. My son sometimes comes and just starts pressing buttons, and I go, "Where'd that file go?" That's annoying. It's all good. I love my son. Here we go. Cool. So there is an addition. There are various. There are like scrolls and books. A lot of things like cantrips are here, and that type of stuff. But what you're able to see are two. They're not so much spell. Oh yeah, they're spell scrolls. One is for something called a corruption curse. And the other is called a curse of binding.
What does that do?
So I'm going to actually go ahead and just put those spells right over into the. Yes, this would be handouts. Would be the best place for me to put it in for you. But if you try to get these, we're going to have to do a check to see what type of price you get. These particular things.
Oh, sure. Are these like wizard spells? Because I feel like these are really interesting, but if Palin can make use of them.
Specifically, double check on the classes here. They would count as wizards, yeah.
Oh yeah, I will call over Palin and ask Palin if he wants them. Curses. Sounds right up your alley.
Oh, but whatever do you mean by that?
Well, don't you think curses are interesting?
Oh, yes. I mean, not more than any other method of magic. I mean, these are necromantic in nature. How gauche? I suppose I could be tempted if you demand that I take a look
Twist his
at them.
arm.
If you need
It's-
more convincing, I recall you saying that in necromancy culture with the necromancers in the Iron Authority, seems like whoever with the more knowledge is more well respected.
So what happens next is that meme format where the person trips and then goes through a series of really complicated maneuvers to like do the thing. And so Palin's depositing the gold in their hand, taking this spell scroll in the next movement, unfurling it.
Amazing.
What type of check do I do to see the price?
This would be a persuasion check.
Okay. 20.
Okay. Okay, so perfect. With a 20, these would come out to 10,000 gold apiece.
Ooh.
Sorry, the specifically Circle of Binding would be 10,000 and Corruption Curse would be 5,500.
Well, if Palin wants those, he'll have to pay for them himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the Curse of Binding. I feel like that'll be useful. And then, are we able to get potions of speed by any chance?
Potions of speed. Interesting. Tell you what, Palin, give me an initiative challenge.
Oh. I do get advantage on these because of my shield. But only a +1. So. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
All right. These go very high, very quick. Let's see here. Let me look that up. So you're able to get, there was one available. And people are trying to get them quick, as quickly as possible. Just double check the. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, yeah. So they're going for 10,000 gold.
Jackie, Josh, we feel like it's worth it.
I mean, I have like 27 of them in my inventory.
Oh my
They're always worth
god! Okay. I mean, I'll get it. Potion of speed, and then whichever one of you wants it more, I guess. I'll hand it over.
Tara's always eating them.
Yeah. Not a courtship gift, merely in service of our mutual efforts.
There's 27 of them, and then asks, why don't I have money?
She spent all of her starting gold on potions. This week.
Yeah.
Shanks is looking for 3 pints of blood and some filters of love.
Filters of love are not for sale.
What?
Not on market anyway. I would say getting some of the idea that would be considered an illegal potion. So it was having it on you. You could go. They would give you jail time. The way that they view that particular thing. So you definitely probably don't want to tell your guide if you're trying to look for one. Like later, if you really want to see if there's a criminal underworld here. It's up to you. Pints of blood. What type of blood? Does it have to be human?
I mean, she'd prefer not animal, but if she has to, she'll do it.
Because there's butchering of animals, they would definitely be able to hook you up with some. I think at this point, it would be monkey's blood. No, it would be 25 gold a pint. but they don't have any humanoid blood.
Jinx.
Well,
We
they have like
look-
drops, but that's about it.
I don't like this place, Palin. There's not much of an underbelly here.
No, though it follows, given how limited their contact with the outside world is, that there's not much opportunity for smuggling. So why would there be a secondary market for illicits?
Just means we'll have to really make them show them that we mean business if we want them to help us, or else they'll probably just pass us off.
Gotta find a friend for my pet rat.
Thank you for reminding me. Let me get up because there is a anima merchant here. Just get to them. Animals. All right. And with that check, all right, there are a few interesting things they have here. Yeah, various things. They do have. Are you looking for tamed ones?
It doesn't matter. She can try to tame it herself. This depends on what they've got here.
Okay. Let's see here. So are some tamed ones. They do have a baboon, an axe beak.
An axe beak.
A weasel, raven, a pony, an ox. They have a donkey. They have a rabbit. They have a fastieth. Badger. They have a nice pig. They do have a dead parrot.
A dead parrot?
Undead parrot, or like an actual carcass of a parrot?
It looks pretty clear. Yeah, it's pining, and it looks like it's been nailed onto the thing.
Oh
How much for the easel? I'm naming him Buddy.
The weasel is 5 silver.
Oh yeah, I'm buying him.
I don't know if it matters, but Palin's familiar when he has used it is a weasel. Just throwing it
Have
out
we
there.
ever seen that?
I've done
have
it
we
like
ever-
twice. It's a little white weasel.
Jinx buys the dead parrot.
All right, the little sign that says no refunds. And for 1 copper.
She has the copper.
So I've got a rat named Pancakes, I've got Waffles, and now I've got Buddy.
Yeah. And then, interesting enough, there's 2 things left at one of the stalls. For the animals. There is a egg.
Oh,
Has a little label that says dragon egg.
Yes, getting it.
and this what looks like a rooster with very sharp teeth.
Oh, how much for these two animals?
So the cockatrice is 800 gold.
All right. And the other one?
Is 1,000 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get both. So that's 1,800.
Jinx walks over the dead parrot to Dewdrop. Can you revive it?
That's a great question. I might be able to. I'm gonna take a look at it. Just, there any life left in this thing?
None. There's
No.
no life left. in
I
it.
feel like it might be beyond my skill.
Then from the parrot, you hear, "Damn it, you suck."
Well, I do my best.
Jinx
Yeah,
takes it back. I'm sorry, he's a little feisty.
So as you get these, they do. I go, great choices, ma'am. Amazing. I am all out for the day.
So when does the dragon hatch?
Oh. That's how you take care of it, but judging by its age and such things, and when we acquired it, I would say maybe 300 days.
Oh, that's not too long.
No, just keep it intact
Do I have
for the year, and you'll be good to go.
Do I have to sit on it?
No, but as long as you keep it within, you don't let it get below 55 degrees. It will show a color, or a metal, or sometimes even gem. Who knows what type of egg it is? And then, based on that, you'll just find a suitable place for it.
Okay. So I'm a mama dragon now.
Well, we don't guarantee dragons hatch, but maybe
It does say dragon egg.
it is a dragon's egg. But not all dragon's egg hatch dragons.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, are you a dragon egg seller?
I'm a dragon mama.
Well, I guess we'll find out who's right in 300 days.
I guess so.
Yeah, because if it hatches to something else, I'm right.
I hope for your sake you're not.
Okay. Anything else?
Palin, do you like my new bird? His name is Dead P.
Yes, it's quite fetching, I suppose.
From the bird you hear, "Thanks, buddy. You look pretty handsome yourself."
Oh. And this predilection for inanimate objects through which you can project a fractured element of your own psyche, it's only in keeping with all the difficulty that you've experienced, I suppose. Do
You
you
made
find
me
it?
this way, and then she turns and walks off.
Yes, but
Aso,
Yes?
now that I'm a member of the dragon family, what sorts of things should I do for my dragon egg?
Wow, I'm way too young to have eggs. I'm actually not sure. What type of dragon is it?
I don't know yet. The guy said we won't know for another 300 days.
Oh, maybe next time when we run into a library or some sort, we could do some research.
Okay.
Dewdrop, I want you to be the godfather of my baby dragon.
I would be honored.
Good. Anything else? Okay. Then Gustav goes, found some good deals?
Yeah. Feel pretty good about him.
Excellent. See? Told you. Ascot's perfect remedy. Make everything better. So, maybe we should go. Are we ready to turn in for the evening?
I am.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I realized I never healed Palin, so he's still at
Oh my god.
30% of his hit points, just brutalized.
Bleeding all over the market.
Amazing. Then they lead you through some of the streets here until you find yourself coming to a somewhat humble home, but in the side of what looks like a large block of homes. Looks like there's probably 5 levels that go up, one on top of the other. Each one stands maybe 30 feet up, and so the whole structure is like 150 feet. As he knocks on the door of the bottom one, he goes, "Mama M!" And this Luxodon, Elephantine woman, comes out, older, but not truly old, as she goes, "Oh, well, little R, are these your little friends? These are the official guests that I'm showing around." Of course. Oh, I'm really glad I can help you out for your first run. I know it's hard to somehow get everything moving. And goes, "See here, I did hear that you were talking to Fairly. I'm at work." Of course. Hello. I am Sai, and I am glad to welcome you visitors.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Very good.
Indeed, you've been most hospitable, and we've certainly enjoyed little R's care for the day.
And let's see here. You will be gathering them tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I will provide some breakfast, but come. I've cleared out my son's room for you to all sleep in. As she leads you through this very, very large house, ceilings high, and there's a back room that has a large wooden door. As she opens it, you see it has been mostly cleared out, though there are like finger paintings right on, like, that painted on the walls, as well as a place where it looks like a ball or something else has been thrown several times and chipped the rock. And there are, in fact, 7 beds that look very small in the room. The whole thing is about 40 by 40 feet. Sorry it's so small, but it's, well, all we have here.
Was your son an artist?
Looks at it. Oh, he tried his hand at that. Didn't work out for him. But no, he actually heard through the mill that you have earned the rank of toughest tourist.
Yeah, toughest Tory. That's what I'm calling it.
Oh, toughest tourist. Excellent. He helped design that, actually. He was a fighter. He was good with his fists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where is he now?
Oh, the gift called him away.
The gift. Oh, the gift. Right. Well, that's too bad. It would be fun to go sparring.
Yes. He was a hopeless drunk for a while, I guess.
Well, aren't we all?
No.
Oh.
And he's not anymore, thank you.
But that's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is good.
Good. Yeah.
All right. Well, he was here yesterday, actually. But it is good to one in, one out, and one in.
Well, if we see him, I'll let him know that I slept in his room and it was cool.
Do you mind if I ask what he was called to do by the gift? Is that an inappropriate thing to ask?
No, not all would reveal it, but he had told he told me when he came to visit. It was to protect a town from a dragon.
Ooh.
Said he'd gone to by Roden,
Oh, I've been there.
and he told me he saw it leveled, destroyed. Some fire-breathing dragon, and yeah, and he lost many friends, and that's what caused him to wander so long.
I see.
Then he found some friends and began his own, apparently a whole new thing that he does not write home about.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, hey, Big P, you could send in, right?
I completed in some constructs of time hundreds of years of arcane study, and my abilities do extend beyond sending messages to the loved ones of any.
This mother wants to check in with her son.
And our host, our gracious host. Yes, would you like to avail yourself of my talents? I can send your son 25 words.
Yeah,
which
he's not
he may
that good
recall.
at it yet. He only does 25 words. He's getting better.
Oh, so a novice wizard.
Yeah, he's pretty up there with the novice.
Okay. So almost what do they call them? Competent. Almost competent.
Yeah.
Nearly
Yeah.
there. Nearly
The
there.
League of Miracles themselves saw fit to gift me these bracelets, which mark me as an advanced practitioner.
That's what she said.
She starts laughing. Don't worry, we all can see how marvelous and genius you are, like every other wizard. No, actually here, perhaps comes up again, my guest. If you reveal what you can do and who you are, especially with the wizard, they will continually downgrade and undervalue everything. It's part of our culture. And that way wizards don't think too much of themselves. They understand that they are mortal just like everyone else. So
Yes. temporarily, of course, before they inevitably.
There it is. She goes, that's why we know you're not from here. We get all that out of you by the time you can you can cash your first cantrip. What we like to do is make it so that all wizards actually who live here must use their spells to clean out the stables first. Let them know that's, if we find that if you have to clean up crap every day, you don't think too highly of yourself, and you don't have these ambitions for immortality or world dominate, all these crazy things.
Yeah, that might help you, Palin.
It will definitely help you, Palin.
You should try it.
Yeah, I'm just so fatigued from our travels. Perhaps we can take part in the local customs in the morning when we're well rested.
Okay.
She laughs. Huh. As much as I abhor the substance, I do have some left back before I learned what I myself partook. But she carries in, she's like, just a little bit. She carries in a humongous barrel of whiskey. Puts it in easily 60 gallons.
Yeah, we'd be happy to rid you of this terrible substance for your help.
Well,
We don't normally measure it in gallons, I feel. That's an enormous amount of whiskey.
Well, I'm an enormous lady. And she has some glasses and brings out what is essentially is like hummus and pita, along with very small, like breast, probably from some type of cockatiel or pigeon-like creature.
Uh-oh. I cover the eyes of my my cockatrice.
Goes, please keep that particular one in its cage.
Okay.
Thank you. You do know about its bite, right? They told you that. They gave you the manual.
No,
Oh, I will have words with him.
no, he just said it was 800 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I also got an awesome dragon egg from him.
He sold it.
Yeah.
Good. Good for you and him. Excellent. Well, yeah. So Chuck's just fairly safe as long as it doesn't bite anybody. It's a big thing you got to worry about. Otherwise, well, they can turn to stone. So it's just careful.
Oh. Yeah, that's good to know.
But all right. And as a reminder, you're responsible for your pets here. So if your pets do it, then you've done it. So. Well, good night. I'll have breakfast in the morning. I usually don't do this, but my son's friends liked it and wanted it the last time. But there will be bacon. But that is as far as I will go, as far as that's concerned. Other than that, it will be healthy fruits and some mushrooms.
Well, sounds great. Thank you.
Good. All right. Anything you want to do here?
Jinx mixes all the monkey blood with whiskey. Like half and half.
Just look to see if there's like a diary in here or something I can read.
I mean, it just seemed like all personal effects were taken out. It took some time to prepare the room.
You know what we could do? We could leave our names. So then he knows that we were here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like right under his bed or something.
Yeah. All right.
If he went to fight a big fire dragon, I kind of don't want to leave my name here for him to come back and find.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you're
fought a
probably-
dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, but she is a dragon. That would be,
Oh. Well, I fought dragons and we're cool.
Well, yes, but he lost friends while fighting dragons.
Oh.
I don't want to. Well, seem like I'm threatening him of anything, if possible.
Well, Desra and myself lost family in Thorax flames. We don't hold.
Well, aren't
Being
we
the will to do.
friends? And you know me.
Well, maybe we could introduce you. Well, why are we talking about this?
Hey, I have a question. Wasn't that the dragon that destroyed by Rodin? That wasn't recently, was it? That was a fairly long time ago.
20-something years ago?
Okay,
Wait, he just left for something that was 20 years ago?
that's kind of what I was wondering. Did she give you an indication of how long ago that was?
If you put together what you said about time, it's really weird.
Yeah, that struck me as kind of odd.
What day do you think it is? Do you think we're in the past?
I don't. I don't know. I can't say.
When
Maybe.
we leave here, how much time?
Is this like a Fey realm kind of thing?
brother, could they have pulled this place out of, like, pocket? Stuck it in its own little dimension?
I certainly hope not, because that would jeopardize all of our plans, actually. Every single one of them is time sensitive.
Time-based. They're all time-based.
So,
But clearly there's very, very, very powerful warding magic at work here to conceal them.
But that would make sense, wouldn't it? If you were to ward it, the best way to ward a place is technically remove it from time.
I think we could test that. Doesn't sending only work on the same plane?
Well,
I know that's your favorite spell, Palin.
yeah, you could send a sending to this sun and see if he's still alive and how long he's been gone and why he doesn't write home.
it must work only on the same plane because, brother, you would have contacted me before, right?
Sure.
Well, you were hardly ready. But yes, I mean, if I had reason to be concerned for your well-being.
I mean, additional reason.
No, I was certain that she would emerge victorious.
Are you all thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, I doubt it. What are you thinking?
I was just wondering.
That was so funny.
I was just wondering. I have this egg. What if I'm Azel's mother?
What?
What if you're the egg?
Are you claiming to. What?
I mean, this is what, 20 years ago?
Well. I'm pretty certain I know who my mother is. Was.
Just saying, it could happen that we don't know what's going on because there's all sorts of time stuff happening.
Good thinking, Tara. Good thinking.
Well, maybe the best way to find out is to send Tara's sister a message and see if it's the same day. I don't
Or
know.
Or if it works at all. If we're not
Yeah.
playing.
I also have a sending stone that
Oh,
I was
yeah.
given
Oh.
by our patron, whose name is Lariat?
Larry. It's definitely Larry.
Not Larry. Lariat? I can't read my own writing.
I was trying to help you out because you said you'd send one to Adorb. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to reach my sister, she's in Rothold.
Wait, where is she?
In Rothold.
Just again, hypothetically speaking, does she know like anyone who makes or sells perfume there, for example?
Yeah.
She does?
Well, she makes it.
Wait. Really?
Yeah, she deals in perfume. I used to work there with her, actually. Well, not in Rothold. We worked in Zadash together, though, before she went to Rothold.
Really?
You're really creepy right now.
No, it's just that I don't. You were downstairs. I was just asking about an author that I find exhilarating, and I at the library, and I found some clues as to people who might know more about that author. And one of the clues was maybe there was a perfume maker in Rothold that might know more information.
Well, I mean,
That's pretty coincidental.
Yeah, she does make perfume. She does live in Rothold, and she sells it, as far as I know.
Well, that's very interesting.
You're getting really creepy. Why are you talking about my sister like that, Dewdrop?
Well, no, I just that she might know stuff about this author, and it would be really neat to find out if she did.
Dewdrop, nothing you're saying right now makes any sense in my brain, and I know I'm slow and everything, but what are you talking about? What, you went upstairs and you found out about my sister in Rothold?
No, that's not exactly what happened. I asked about this author that I like, because I like her books a lot, and there was just sort of information. Nobody knows really who this author is or where she is or what's going on, and there were clues about people who might know more information. And one of the clues was that there's potentially someone who knows information that is a perfume maker in Rothold. So it didn't say anything specific about your sister, but it said that it's possible someone fitting that description had more information.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess when we send her a message, we could ask her about the author.
Yeah, I'd feel bad, though, using any of the 25 words, because you guys need to catch up. But, like, as a secondary thing.
Well, no, I mean, so far all I've been able to write down is, hello, my name is Tarabelle. I am your sister. That's all I got.
Well, I mean, that's a good start.
Given that I am a wizard of exceptional skill, I am capable of ascending more than once.
Now, hang on.
Are you telling me
that we could get 50 words?
Dewdrop, you could have 75 words.
Because I only need, do you know Scarlet Rose? I only need 5. But again, it's not the most important thing. It's just, I just thought it was interesting.
No, it's just worth consuming hours of our day while we are on a vital mission that impacts the survival of this entire region.
Right. Yeah, we can do this later.
Aren't we like really about to go to bed? And it'd be like the perfect time.
Oh, go for hard game wise, do it or don't.
Yep.
I will say that.
Yeah, Palin will send to a doorbell. Hello. Your sister is worried about you. Also, are you an author? It's very efficient.
Time goes by. You eventually get a reply, I believe.
Oh, I wouldn't know how to answer that question. So-
So what did you say again? Because I need to pay attention now. More attention.
I said your sister's worried about you, and then I asked her if she is an author.
Oh. Well, she doesn't have to be worried. I've met a wonderful Birdman, and I only had a few friends die by disintegration. Things are going well. I've written things. Sure.
Palin's relaying it all verbatim, affecting like a high-pitched poor
Adora, and I come up and hug Palin.
hugs always with the hugs. Well, Dewdrop, her response was inconclusive, and Tara sounds like she's getting herself to a fine bit of mess, but none that should be more concerning than our current circumstances.
That's good. That's good. And she's writing. That's neat. I didn't know she wrote. That's
No, and I suppose I didn't actually confirm whether she is in fact the author of Dewdrop's.
Yeah,
What were they called again?
The author's name is Scarlet Rose, and she's a wonderful author, and she's I just think her books are neat. That's all. They're just neat.
Okay. Oh, cast sending again. Tara is doing well, if you were concerned. Also, are you the author, Scarlet Rose? I have an interested friend.
You mean she's free? She never told me she was free. She been. Well, I mean, I guess maybe she didn't want to talk to me anymore. I mean, she does get annoyed sometimes, I guess. Oh. Then she just sort of, I guess I'll just start over here. It doesn't answer the other question.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened?
Well, Dewdrop, she's being very cagey. This is obviously a sensitive topic, not one that she can perhaps confirm over such vulnerable channels. But Tara, she seemed surprised that you were quote-unquote free, and also under the impression that you may be angry with her and no longer wish to speak with her.
No, I'm not angry at her.
But this,
Adora, I just grab your face. Adora, are you in there? I'm not mad at you.
Certainly not. She is not. I am not possessed by your sister. But why would she be surprised to know that you're free?
Well, okay, so.
Are you an escaped prisoner?
No, nothing like that. I mean, there was this story about this blackmailer who was like a thorn in my side, so I sort of created this character named Blackthorn. You know, the blackmailer who's a thorn in the. Anyway, so the thing was, like, Adora's really good at potions and stuff, but I'm not. And I just wasn't vibing, and I didn't know how to tell her that. So I told her instead that this blackmailer was coming after us and that I'd have to, work for him for a while. And then I think she got it in her head that she had to free me, so she went to Rothold. And yeah, I guess I forgot to tell her that that whole thing never actually happened.
So you lied to her that you were being blackmailed, conscripted into work, and then how long ago was this?
I mean, well, the thing was, like, I was trying to protect her, right? Because you don't know Adora. Like, Adora's, she, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of her only friend, and so I didn't want her to think that I didn't want to hang out with her, and I didn't know she was going to go to Rothold. But yeah, apparently she kind of thought, you know what, I'm gonna go do this thing because, well, the thing is, I told her that I was being sent to, do the to the Underdark to kind of work off debt, and I guess she went in my place, and I tried to stop her, but then she was like gone the next day. But I don't think she's in the Underdark anymore because I think she's found a pretty good life for herself, like selling potions and stuff. So there's that.
Dewdrop, I need to lay down. Will you please deal with this?
Oh boy. I think Tara, we need to get you and your sister together, maybe.
No, I just need her to. I just need to tell her what really happened. But I've been so worried about it. But I guess eventually I'll get to that. Well, I guess it's sort of out of the bag now. So, but I'm gonna need a lot more than 25 words, Palin.
I suppose when we can spare the time, I could take you to wherever she is.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. Anything else?
Can I, if we're all resting, can I do a contact other plane?
Sure.
So Aisla is going to sit down and close her eyes and reach out to whatever entity. She's going to ask her questions if she can sense the magic working.
Okay. That's an intelligence save, right?
Yes. Yeah, she makes it.
Okay, so you do feel the power come around you, and there is this stark light that envelops you.
Is there a way to avoid the poison at my mother's lair?
Yes.
Does anyone alive know of the way to do that?
I see one who lurks in the shadows, hurt and shattered. They know, but they stay close.
Do I know the way to do that?
And as you're hearing this, in front of you there is a vision of a tabaxi with 4 wings and a bright halo.
Whoa.
Nice.
And looks at you. You see their eyes is as if each eye is made up of 1,000 small eyes. And I'll look, and for a moment, their 2,000 gazes are purely upon you. That which they were can be resisted with what is within you. But what has become in that place is worse than what was. Your brethren, cousins, all less than you. I believe you do get the 3 questions, right?
Yeah, that was my third one.
Yeah.
And the fourth one is, will we be able to find artifacts sufficient to seal the Titan within the lair?
Turn their head and look to the east. Enough rest there. Yes. Getting it could be difficult.
I don't know what to ask for my fifth question, so I'm going to ask, is the furniture maker in Marquette the author Dewdrop is looking for?
Yes.
She smiles. Goes, one of them. And winks.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And the light fades, as does this figure. And now you realize through a window, the light of the room kind of brightens, and you hear people going, "Why did the light go dim?" You look out, and there is the statue. You swear it is looking now right within the window at you.
Oh, shit.
Well, at least now we know that it's at least worth it to try to get there.
Anything else?
Aesel, how far do you think it is?
We drew quite far, but I did not think to ask. I guess I should have.
No, it's okay. I didn't know if we were going to be weeks traveling to try to get there.
Oh, did we find the rough location with Jinx doing
the-
that?
Path.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know how long the path is. Is that correct?
You know the entrance of the path, not necessarily where it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
Okay. Well, it seems like that's where we need to go. Sweet. I'll definitely be able to keep everybody alive there. It'll be no problem, and things will go great.
in that case, anything else?
Before we go to bed, Jinx sets up in the little corner of the room. She pulls out her sock puppet, puts her dead bird, and she has a little group conversation with herself, pretending to be all three creatures, working through her issues she's seen. And then she's like, I really finally think I see why Palin sees so much in Terra, because they're a lot alike. She leaves her sister, he leaves his sister. Like, maybe they are perfect for each other.
She left me, Jinx.
Jeez.
Oh god.
Anything else? Okay. In that case, you're able to take your long rest.
Nice.
Now that some time has gone by, I know, Palin, you do have that lower max on you. How does that come across and look? Oh, that is very easily seen.
Yeah, I mean, I think he looks kind of gaunt and emaciated. And there's just a dullness to his complexion. He looks ill, and like something has been taken from him physically.
Palin, you feeling all right?
No, not particularly. You may have remembered the terrible wounds I sustained yesterday during that trial.
I didn't
Yeah.
touch you.
I would have thought maybe the rest would have done you good. You don't look good.
No, it appears these effects linger. I may need to seek some kind of greater cure.
Can I take a look at him and just see if I think he's been cursed in some way, or there's something I can tell how we might battle, or if he's just screwed?
You can give me a medicine check or Arcana.
Well, definitely not Arcana. Let's try medicine. Howie's a 19.
19. This would be a very deep affliction that has. It's almost as it has taken bits of him out of him. Thinned his bones, made them more brittle. To put him back the way he is would, however your character would understand this, but would take something like a wish spell.
Gotcha. I think you're going to have to live with this for a little while, Palin. This is definitely beyond my abilities. This is beyond most abilities to fix. Do you feel it getting worse, or does it feel like it's unchanged?
No worse than yesterday, but
If you feel it changed, tell me, okay?
I will. Thank you for being concerned. It was very foolish, I suppose, to try and circumvent the intention of the trial, but I just, well, I couldn't resist.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I mean, I did specifically mention being truthful at the beginning. I'm just throwing it out there.
You did. But you know, Wizards Dewdrop were known by our secrets, and I'm very fond of mine.
Yeah. I think we'll all be better the more we share.
Yes, and we have much to share with this Tetrarch. Have we settled upon any brilliant strategy that we'll employ? Are we relying on Aesol to sway them? Or Terra to put the fear in them?
Well, you did agree to clean out the stalls, Palin.
You know, my weakened condition, I don't know that I can spare the effort and still be of use to everyone today. Reaching out, casting those spells to contact your sisters, that was magic of the third order of power. I mean,
Really?
yes.
You did that for me?
Oh, yes.
Wow. No one's ever done that sort of thing for me before.
I see that insight check.
I do
Jake sits up
third
and
level cure wounds on her all the time.
Jake sits up and just you see her like grab a shovel and head outside.
Oh God.
I follow.
All right.
Okay. All right. So Rafe is here and we'll take you. Goes, great. I promised them early morning drinking. There's breakfast you're able to get what was promised. And there is bacon fruit. And
Nice.
then takes you to a local bar where you can see it's so like this tavern. It is empty. The only thing here are several bottles of wine that are on one table that has 7 people at it, and there are glasses all around. But like, you get the feeling that everyone else is asleep, and that this was just set up here. So he goes, "I've set this up for you."
Thank you.
And looks to you, Jinx. Goes, "They put some of that go to good use. I want to make sure you have a good experience." And As you do come in, you actually see that there are enchanted instruments playing. So there is like this little stage where they're moving and drums are clicking, giving a little bit of background as they go. They really treat they don't even like really acknowledge all of you. They just look at all of you, these 7, and there are 3 Loxodon, 3 Tabaxi, and a Tiefling. A Tiefling of pink skin. Pipes up. Hey, they really treat you well, you Turtles, huh?
Yeah. I'm the toughest.
Looks at the badge and just starts laughing.
What are you laughing at?
Oh God.
Looks at you.
Oh God.
I woke up this morning and I thought, I wish I could meet the toughest jury ever. And I have, so I'm laughing and joy.
Oh, yeah, it's good to meet you.
And out. All right. So we have drink, and the other ones are not smiling at all. They're just like, don't seem overly happy, but they're here and they're drinking. They're like, soften them up a bit. He does seem to be the most talkative one. Goes, wait, I'm Randall. And we've agreed to drink until the drinking runs out. Sorry, to talk until the drinking runs out.
Did we bring the barrel of whiskey with us?
Yeah, if you would have had that conversation, there
Yeah.
would have been time to go, let's bring
Okay.
the barrel. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey! I go. We go. What? The Hawkman goes, I hate talking to people about what we did. I really do like alcohol. Is that M's whiskey?
It sure is.
Holy shit. All right. And they start to soften up even more.
Nice. Can I, as we're just kind of being social and kind of going through the beginning bits of that, can I just kind of turn to Aesel and pull out an eagle's feather and kind of make a move to hand it to her and cast enhance ability on her, giving her advantage on charisma checks?
Sure. All right.
Just in case it comes up.
Zeus says, okay, well, you can ask away. Talk to these people who are getting drunk.
There we go.
About the people, what information were we exactly trying to get out of these people? I'm not so sure about that.
Everybody's looking at Aesop.
Yeah. The whole room staring at her.
I think we're interested in knowing about their like motivations for subduing the Titan. Maybe knowing like how they knew to be aware of it. Seeing what kind of help they can give us, if any, in trying to get these goblins free.
Oh yeah.
Permanently lock the Titan away, right?
Yeah, permanently lock the Titan away. This isn't the Tetrarch, but they could still have some kind of ability or interest to help us.
Information. Yeah.
Yeah, the authority.
Yeah, sure. So like, Aesel knows how to social. Fire does not.
All right. So she can go ahead and ask the questions, and we can let them know. But just get I just need the specific questions you're asking.
So she's going to ask about what the ritualistic statues at the site of the Titan do exactly, and if there's a more permanent way to do that sort of thing to the Titan.
That's right. Then, and cracking the neck, one little backseat female talks. Yes, well, specifically, in my prayers, like, just tell them, right? We were praying, if you could call it that. I was praying at the observer statue, and these were with me. Like, we were goofing off and just pretending to go through the motions so that we could fulfill our obligations. And one Oxen goes, I wasn't even pretending. Right. And then we were glowing, and we had those statues. At any rate, and then all of a sudden, I started to know things. And I began seeing way too much of some things, but never mind. No, don't joke about. Listen, I didn't know that you could shut up. At any rate, the gaze of the observer is mighty. We set them up so that it was always watched. By ensuring that it was always watched by her, it would slow the progress. And she looks towards the tiefling talking and goes, we all got the vision of the Titan leaving. And when she did, Nordipok fell. So we worked through our own issues and lack of wanting to leave. The gift had selected us, and we placed the statues. And according to Fen, right, they asked me to. The observer told me that those who would come to check on this would want to talk to us.
You knew we would be coming?
Not you specifically, but those who left it. I assume you're the ones who subdued the thing.
Yes, we are.
Well, I guess so. Right. And I thought that was crap because we had done our task and now we have like a follow-up homework assignment, which just was totally unfair. So I decided that since you were probably going to ask us to do something stupid and suicidal, you owed us being drunk.
Well, she left no further instructions on how to maintain the seal.
Right. You haven't. I hadn't really talked to the observer, and I asked her such questions, and she just kept on saying the same 3 words. You will see, you will see, you will see. I said, stop saying that. Then she said, you will observe, the smartass.
All right, that is pretty funny, though.
Yes. Hilarious. There was a ritual that I was taught, but there is a way. They put onto me a way to do it, but it would need more materials.
So if we were to retrieve more materials, say, in the near future, you would be able to perform this ritual?
Looks at the others, they nod. With your help, we could do it together. It's 7 from the outside, 7 from the in. We'll lock the Titan.
That sounds like a feasible plan.
What are the materials we need?
Guess what she said? You will see.
We believe that we have seen. We have uncovered, well, research from your own libraries that clarifies the at least historical precedent for this ritual. And we believe that we know where we could obtain the necessary items.
Good. If there was one place that it was possible, but she told me only tell you if you've exhausted your others. So I'd rather keep that, because it sounded like you'd probably die. And then, boom, no Nardapak. Don't want that. You know what it's like living with this thing and no one believes you? You have this stupid vision and... Didn't mean that. Want to stay here. Looks around. Don't send me. Do not gift me again. Anything else?
Do you happen to know anything about the Iron Authority, since it sounds like you've left the city at least? And what's happening there?
Chiefly now talks. Aye, we know a bit. It was in our travels, of course. It's what everyone says. You will not go straight to our destination, for there is a journey that you must take, and it will form you. And it did. Formed us quite well. A lot. But we saw people captured. I know they're taking people and making them mine a horrible material. I got slashed with a sword made of that metal that they mine down there. It nearly took all of me. If it wasn't for Fen's magic. It was magic I did not choose. Oh, shut up.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. What's the... why hasn't the city taken any actions against it if you were aware of the issue and some of your own people were harmed in the process?
We're protected from it by the gift, aren't we? It doesn't harm here. And if Nerdapak interferes, then I want it to be in Nerdapak. We exist to observe. What did I say? If you stop looking, you start cooking.
I see.
We tell the Tetrarchs. It's much the same. You know, that if the gift tells us to do something, then of course we take everyone we can and get it moving. But if without the direct order by the gift itself, we just keep to ourselves.
So it takes some sort of direct divine instruction to motivate your people. I see.
Right. For our part, we tried to rescue some that we could. I mean, it didn't do well to have them being hunted, as they could interfere with our holy mission. So, but honestly, we did what we could. But it's so big. We found it massive. And frankly, the one Tetrarch even had a point. He said this thing has existed forever, and even the land you know has done nothing. There's great cities that we've heard from some of those who've returned. And they all say they know of the authority themselves and do nothing. And if those who can do something do nothing, why would you expect those who can do nothing to do something? That's what they said anyway.
See. Is there anything anyone else wants to ask? Because I don't know what to ask.
No, just that we have another meeting on the agenda for the Tetrarchs themselves, and if there was a way that you could lend your support, we are going to propose a course of action that we traverse to the Deceiver's lair, retrieve materials from their hoard to strengthen the ritual, to seal the Titan, and then in exchange, perhaps the city could in some way assist us in liberating the oppressed goblins to fuel the Iron Authority's machinations.
Look at you. It's asking a lot.
It is.
We'll go to speak and lend credence to anything you say that it's true. If we've talked to them before, they can be... Well, they're tasked with maintaining the safety of the whole city through their wisdom. But certain things motivate them more than others. If you want, I can try to speak up with you. But it might not be exactly what you're asking, what we suggest. But if you bring us, if we talk, it will be like you talking. So you'd be bound by it. If you wish, we will do this.
Talon will look to the rest of the group, but he finds this agreeable.
Yeah, I don't know what other options we have.
Yeah,
We
Tara
do
does-
need someone who understands their thinking on our side.
Tara doesn't have really strong opinions. She's just kind of gonna go with the group on this.
All right, what do you say?
I believe we accept your terms.
Excellent. Well, and we can enjoy ourselves until we have to go before those 4 fossils, eh?
Well, cheers to successful endeavors.
Two alliances forged.
Aye, we go to a burden relieved. And with that, we will end for tonight.
Woo!
I want to thank you so much, and we'll continue our tale next week.